Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be breaking down what you need to know to have a successful Etsy shop in 2022. Listen, there's never a better time to create your digital product business or start an Etsy shop this year. There's never a better time. So no matter when you are watching this video, I want you to assume that as you are watching it, that this is the best time for you. Take it as a sign to get started today. Don't go off the video, start watching lots of other videos and start pondering whether to do it. No, just get started. And that is why the tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today are going to help you to just get a move on, to understand exactly what you need to be successful on Etsy. And these are pretty simple things. And don't worry, I'm going to be telling you exactly what they are. And on my channel, I teach you all of these strategies. So I want to say that I'm massively proud of you for even jumping on this video. It means that you are ready to get started. So without further ado, I want to jump in. But for those of you, if it is your first time on my channel, I'm Pamela Bassa and I'm the founder of The Lucrative Lady. And on this channel, I talk all things sales systems, social media, and strategy. And over the last few months, I have been focusing on sales of digital products and sales on Etsy. So if you are interested, and of course you are, because that's why you're here, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on your bell so that you can get access to all of the videos we publish 3 times a week. So without further ado, I want to jump into the tips that I have for you today. So when it comes to what you need to know to be amazingly successful on Etsy in 2022, I want to first begin by talking about why I think Etsy is a really good platform. Now, I have to tell you the truth. I have to be really honest with you. I've been selling digital products for, I don't know, 4 years now, or 5 years probably, and I've been selling them on so many different platforms. We have done multiple 6 figures selling digital products. So because I've had experience of not only creating digital products, but successfully selling them on so many different platforms, when I discovered Etsy, it was so easy to pick up, and I could very easily see how to make the Etsy shop really successful in a very short space of time. Now, this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So first of all, why Etsy as opposed to other social media platforms? There are so many reasons why I really love Etsy, because I've sold on so many different marketplaces. Now, the first reason that I really love Etsy is that Etsy is a place that people are already buying stuff, right? It's very different to Facebook. It's very different to running Facebook ads. It's very different to so many other different places, Pinterest, Instagram, even Creative Market, which I'll be talking about a little bit later, and I've talked about in some of my other videos. Etsy is a place that's created for a specific type of person. When people come on Etsy, they are there to buy, and that's what I love about it. They're not just there to browse things. So it attracts a buyer's mentality, and that means that your ideal clients are on Etsy, and not only are they there, but they are there to buy. Hello, they are looking for you. That's the first reason why I love this platform. The second reason that I love Etsy is that they actively bring you traffic to your store. I mean, what other reason is there to have a shop if you're not going to get eyeballs and people buying stuff and people coming to your shop? So Etsy, it is Etsy's job to bring up people to your shop, because there's nothing else to do on Etsy, right? People are not there to watch videos or to watch pictures of other people or to see stories or whatever. No, they are there to buy. So Etsy's main priority is to literally link buyers to the right shop. So they are actively looking to sell to people, and that means that they are bringing them to your shop. The next reason why I really love Etsy is that it's so easy to get started. It's so beginner friendly. And in fact, I've just recorded a video all about what I would do if I was starting all over again. And in there, I really showed you all of the various steps that you need to get your store started really quickly. So it makes it super easy. Another thing that I love is that they have a really good dashboard that tells you as the seller what exactly is happening in your shop, how many people are buying, what products are shifting the most, and all of these important statistics that you need to know to help you to really focus in on the products that are selling the most. The next reason that I really love Etsy is that it is a trusted platform. People already trust it. Because it is a place to buy stuff, people are used to buying on Etsy. And because of that, there is a massive trust. So if you have a store on Etsy, you are already positioned as just a really good trusted person, a really good trusted business, simply by the virtue of the fact that you are on Etsy. So Etsy does a really good job at making sure that, their customers are really happy, that sellers are really happy. They do a really good job help with customer service on both fronts. So as a seller on Etsy, you feel really well taken care of. And what else could you ask from a platform? The next thing that you need to know about being really successful on Etsy is that you need really good SEO. Now, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is really, really important because this is what allows you to get found on Etsy. Now, there are several places that you use SEO when you are putting up a product on Etsy. For example, in the title, in the tags, in the description, and you find keywords that really help you. Now, there are several hacks to do this. One is free, and that is literally by getting onto the Etsy platform and typing in a keyword. And once you type in that keyword, you're going to see other words next to that keyword that pop up. Those are SEO terms that you could put in your listing to help your products to be found. So these keywords are the keywords that allow you to be found very, very easily on Etsy. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is to use several tools. Now, there are lots of tools that you can use. Now, here are the top 3 that you will hear about all the time from Etsy sellers, and they are Sales Samurai, eRank, and Marmalead. Now, these 3 tools are really, really good. Now, the one that I currently use and I really love is Marmalead. Marmalead is really, really brilliant because, I mean, all the tools are great, but I'm going to talk about the one that I use and know. Marmalead is absolutely brilliant because it helps you to not only find the keywords for your SEO, but it helps you to do really good product research. Now, let me jump on my laptop real quick and just show you some of the things that you can do that will help you really to grow your store with the use of Marmalead.
So I want to walk you through what I would do if I'm doing some product research and I'm looking for some really great keywords. I actually use Marmalead, and in here there are several things that I could do, but what I want to show you in this section is the comparison feature, which I absolutely love. So here you can compare up to 4 different products here, and all you have to do is put in any keywords that you can think of or phrases that you can think of inside of the search area here. So the way that I personally use this is if I'm considering creating several different products, I will just pop them all in here, and this helps me to choose which one to create. So let's imagine that I want to create some Instagram engagement templates, and I'm not sure between this. So make sure everything is spelled correctly because it will search according to what it is that you put in here. So I'm not sure whether to create this first, or I've also seen that Instagram highlights are doing okay on Etsy, but I'm not quite sure how well they are doing. For the purpose of this, I'm only going to search on these 2 terms, but normally if I'm doing this, I would, pop in 4 things and use that to guide me. So I'm just going to hit search here and search here, and then we can watch the magic happen. So when the results come in, there's so many things that we can see. Number 1, I can see that Instagram engagement templates is a long tail keyword, whilst Instagram highlights is not a long tail keyword. But look at the data. It's showing me over here, I'm loving these colors over here because it's showing that the search is decent. The engagement is pretty high. The competition, though it's high, it's still okay. Whilst on the other side, the search is very low. The engagement is very low. And the competition is great. Well, of course, the competition is great because the search is low and the engagement is low. So there's a few things that I want to show you. Scrolling down here, the first thing that Marmalead is showing me are the obviously the price range and all of that. But what I'm really interested in is if I want to create either of these products. So based on this, I might say, I could do well in either of these products because they both have some really good benefits. But if I wanted to take this one, for example, because it's got more going for it, it's got a high search, great engagement, and the competition is, it's there, but it's okay. Then I want to see over here and write down these tags. So what I would do is I would literally highlight these tags and put them on some sort of Excel sheet just so I know what type of tags to use, but I wouldn't stop there. So what I would do is you would actually click into any one of these tags. So I tend to click on the first one because it's exactly what I typed in. So I'm going to click on this one and it's going to analyze this keyword for me. So now what it's doing, what Marmalead is doing, it's giving me even more information. So this is the information that it gave us already. But over here, it can tell us what's happened with this specific phrase, this specific keyword over time. So I can see that it was really popular back in April 2021, October 2021, November 2021. I'm not sure if this is to do with the end of the year and people wanting to get their acts together and all of that. But I can also see that in April 2022, it did excellently. I'm recording this in April. So this, what it says for May is literally just a prediction, and for June is just a prediction. So this is going to change as time moves on. So this is the past, everything in green is the past, and everything in white is a forecast, which means it's a prediction. But that's not really all that I'm looking at here. There's quite a few things. I mean, you can look in this area. So it's showing me that it's analyzed 100 different things for me to give me the data. Here, the shops competing for this out of the 100 are 78. It's always free shipping, which means that it's a digital product. In this case, I can see the price range here, which is brilliant. I can also see some of the shops that are doing this. Now, if you move down again, you can see more about the price range, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more keywords. So if you just keep going down, it's giving me some sample listings. So you could literally click on any of these and see what makes them a little bit different. So I can already see that this one says minimal line art, earth tones, boho Instagram, and it's scoring higher. So if I'm going to make my Instagram highlights, if I'm going to create it, I might want to create it a little bit like this. So minimal line art, earth tones, boho, for example. I wouldn't just do average or random Instagram highlights. But again, that's not really what I'm looking for. If we keep scrolling down, what I am looking for are popular tags or keywords that I can use. So you can see over here that it's showing me 693 tags that have been used. And not only that, it's ranked them. So if I click here, you can see that it says this shows the number of items in this result set that use this tag. It indicates how popular a tag is. And the way that I look at this is, if a lot of people are using this tag, it means that these are the tags that are working the most. Do you see what I mean? So I could keep clicking here and looking for more tags. So if I went on to page 5, for example, I can see that only 3 stores are using this specific tag for Instagram highlights. And I can see why, because it's not really, you know, I'm trying to do Instagram highlights, not Instagram preset. So I wouldn't use this. I would literally just stick on to page 1 and get as many tags as I can. So for example, Instagram highlights is a tag, Instagram covers, Instagram icons, Instagram highlight again, Instagram covers again, Instagram stories, highlight icons, Instagram story, Instagram template. So you can see how the words are repeated, but there's often a variation to the word, because the purpose of keywords is that these are the things that buyers are typing in essentially into the search bar. That's the whole purpose of keywords. So I might grab some from here. I might have a look here to see if there's anything else that I could possibly use over here. So I wouldn't look beyond page 2. I would literally stick to page 1 and page 2. And then if I click on this hamburger, these lines over here, it's saying add keyword list to the specific product, right? If I had created the products, or if I don't, I can create a new list over here. So I can call this Instagram highlights. Okay, so now I have created this list. So now I have saved it. So in the future, I don't need to do this research again. I know that I've done this research for this specific product. Now, if I keep going down, you can see here similar shopper searches over here again. So it's giving me some better long tail keyword. If you remember earlier, when I put in Instagram highlights, it put an X saying this is not a long tail keyword, Pam. So if I put in Instagram highlight covers, however, now it's giving me a long tail keyword. Now, why is this important? This is really important because when you are doing SEO on Etsy, it's really important to start with a long tail keyword, especially in the titles section. And then of course you use the tags as I showed you above. So in this section, in the tags, to add more tags to your listing. So, and then if I scroll down, it's giving me some long tail alternatives. Again, I can click over here and I can add it to here, right? Because I have saved it. So I've added this because I think this is a really good long tail keyword, because I can see that it's got really good search amount, it's got really good engagement, and the competition, though it's high, it's not red, right? It's decent. So I could use this. I could also use Instagram story templates as a long tail keyword over here, because it's, I could probably show up better on this one, because though the search is decent, the competition, again, well, it's kind of the same. So either of these would work for me. I wouldn't use Instagram preset because it's got a red on it. I wouldn't use the others. I would just simply use the first 2. So now I have found the best tags to use, the best keywords to use, and I've also found the best long tail keyword to use for my titles. And again, over here, it's giving me some long tail alternatives that I could use that could work really well. And that is, if I don't want to use these ones, I can then jump over here and see if there is something in this section that really takes my fancy, i.e. Instagram story, highlights, icons, for example. Over here, the competition, it's a green on competition, which is great. Basically, you don't want it to be red. It's a green on engagement, and the search volume is just this amber color here. So it's not crazy high in terms of a search volume, but this would be really good for ranking, which makes it really great. So so down here, it's sort of giving me like a collage of the things that matter the most. So we know that Instagram highlights is kind of the main keyword. And then you have the yellow or the amber over here, which is Instagram highlight covers, highlight icons, Instagram stories, Instagram icons, and all of these things, followed by these ones in the larger green, and then these smaller ones. So it's just sort of giving you a bird's eye view of this is what your SEO should look like. You should start with the most searched word, and then you move outwards, etc. And so this is just one of the things that you can do with this tool. Like I said, I will be popping the link in the description so that you can grab a free trial through that link. But this has been really useful for really coming up with really good SEO for Etsy in 2022.
So knowing that SEO is incredibly important to help you to make your shop successful, then you know that it's something for you to focus on. Now, regarding Marmalead, I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can get access. They offer a free trial and you can get started with that link, so make sure you check it out below this video. The next thing that you want to know if you want to be successful selling on Etsy in 2022 is that social media is powerful and incredibly important. And in fact, if you remember at the beginning of the video where I talked about the fact that Etsy was actually something that I discovered later, after selling multiple six figures in digital products, I then discovered Etsy. Now, you might have been wondering, so where were you selling these digital products previously? Well, social media. So social media is a really, really good, powerful strategy for selling digital products. And yes, you can sell digital products on social media directly, but you can also bring people from social media to your Etsy store. So my favorite social media platforms for bringing traffic to Etsy, or even just for selling your digital products, are definitely Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I would also number 4 put TikTok there, but I'm still working on TikTok, so I'm not going to talk about that just yet. I'm going to talk about the ones that I'm using right now that are working brilliantly. The reason why Facebook and Instagram work really, really well is because people are on there because they want to, yes, they are searching, yes, they want to meet their friends, but if you grow your audience really, really well, then you can see that they are looking for things as well. They are looking for things to build their businesses with, or they are looking for the type of digital products that you might be creating, or the type of listings that you might be creating on Etsy. The other thing that I discovered about the people on Facebook and Instagram is that a lot of them don't even know that Etsy exists. So it makes sense that you are not putting all of your eggs in one basket and only trying to sell on Etsy, but know that you are also selling on these platforms, or you are advertising your Etsy shop on these platforms. Now, how do you do it? I do it with simple videos, short videos, showing how I'm using my products, showing how it can be used in a home, showing how it can be used in the office or inside of my business, just doing product demonstrations and behind the scenes videos or anything like that. These are the things that work really, really well on Facebook and on Instagram. Now let's talk about Pinterest. Pinterest is really, really powerful. The reason Pinterest is powerful is because Pinterest is a traffic source. Just like Etsy is really the source for buying handmade products or products such as digital products, stuff like that. Pinterest is a traffic source, and it's a place where people go to search for things. So it is a search engine, just like Google is a search engine. Now, the way that Pinterest works is that you need to create what are known as pins. Now, these pins go out into the world of Pinterest, and there are millions of people on Pinterest. And the best way to use Pinterest to grow your Etsy shop is by getting involved in group boards. Now, what are group boards? Group boards is essentially what it is. It's a board that has lots of people in it. Sometimes it can have hundreds of people. Sometimes it can have thousands of people. Now, what does it allow you to do? When you are part of a group board, you not only benefit from promoting your products on Pinterest, or rather getting traffic from Pinterest to your Etsy shop, but you benefit because everybody else in that group board, you can then advertise to their audiences. You see what I'm trying to say? So by yourself, you can only advertise to a certain number of people because you might have just a very small number of following on Pinterest. But when you're part of group boards, you get to benefit from everybody else's following. And that's the power of Pinterest. And so you would use Pinterest to then bring people, advertise your products on Pinterest. And those people, when they click on your pins, they then head over to your Etsy shop. And boom, bada, bim, you generate sales. And that's how it works over there. The next thing I want to talk about when it comes to really growing your store in 2022, and I'm going to talk briefly about this, but it's by using paid traffic. Now, there are several forms of paid traffic that you can use. Now, you can obviously run Etsy ads, which is, it's new-ish compared to the other ads platforms such as Facebook ads or Pinterest ads or TikTok ads or Instagram ads or YouTube ads. Etsy is kind of the baby in the game in terms of Etsy ads. And the reason why I love it is that it's not as expensive as the other platforms. So this makes it a really, really good opportunity, especially if you have a small budget or if you're just getting started. It makes it a really good ads platform to start off on. Now, you can start off running Etsy ads using, between $1 to $5 per day, which is crazy cheap, right? If you're doing $1 per day in 30 days, that's $30 or £30 if you're obviously in pounds or whatever currency you are in. And if you're doing 5, then it's $150 per month. How ridiculously inexpensive that is compared to Facebook. Now, on Facebook, that's what you would spend in a day. Right? Like £150 or $150 per day to even dream of getting sales. Now, how do I know? Because I run Facebook ads all the time. I teach Facebook ads, Instagram ads. I do all of these things and I teach them. So I can tell you that being able to run ads on Etsy so cheaply is just an absolute steal. So I would highly recommend that you get started with that. Now, on this channel, I am currently testing Etsy ads, and I do plan to record some videos of me testing some of these ads so that you can see how well they are working in my shop. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell, so that when I bring out these videos, you get to see them, because I'm pretty transparent and I show everything that I'm working on. So make sure that you do. I want to pause and just apologize that the light keeps disappearing. As you can see, I'm in a room that has a lot of big, well, you can't see the windows probably, but a lot of big natural light, and I get to benefit when the light is stable, and it's annoying me, but I'm going to keep going with this video regardless. Now, if you're looking to get started selling digital products and you are absolutely serious about it, then I want you to check out my digital products course. It is called Passive Products Bootcamp, and it is an amazing course that really helps you to get started in terms of discovering what ideas are selling really well as a digital product, and how to source them on Etsy, how to place them on Etsy, and all of these amazing things. You're going to want to check that out, and I'm going to be linking it above and below in the descriptions of this video. Another thing that you can absolutely grab is my digital product starter kit. Now, this is absolutely free. Inside of the digital product starter kit, it is exactly what it is. It's a starter kit. I give you the goods on where to promote your digital products. I think I list about 14 places or so that you can promote your digital product, an absolute gold mine. I also showed you the various formats that you need in order to be able to create something amazing for your clients, for your customers, and so that they get it in the right format, and that way nobody's complaining or trying to return stuff or trying to give you a bad review. So I give you all of the goods so that you can avoid all of the pitfalls that many people often fall into. So with that, I'm also going to link that below this video. So go ahead and check them both out. Now, if you're looking for other things to watch, and if you really enjoyed this video, I hope you are subscribed, but make sure you check out this playlist, which is all about my digital products and how I create them and how I use Canva and all of these various things that you can get started with today. I hope you've loved this, and apologies once again for the lighting. There's nothing I could do about the daylight going down, and I am majorly irritated, but anyway, I really hope that this has been of value to you. I have a question for you before I go, and that is, and I want you to comment below and let me know, which of these tips are you going to get started with the most? Which of them did you find the most intriguing? And what questions do you have? Make sure you comment below and answer all of the questions. I read all of the comments and I respond to every single one of them. So make sure you do, and I'll see you in my next video.